Happy Thursday.
I'm playing with slime.
She's playing with shaving cream with toys, and I use a box, and I got some Barbasol, two cans of Barbasol, and I put some of her toys in there. She's gonna find them all. Please keep it in the
Time
bin.
to.
And I got a towel right here next to her, so in case in case we need it. But she's doing that. Today we went to the farmer's market, and we had some really good finds and some new stuff. If you buy at farmer's markets, most peaches right now are a certain type. So let me put this over here. Let me go to peaches.
I found one.
So this week they had pears, which are really pretty yellow, and they had a certain kind of peach. So I got some of these out on the counter for Doug. I also picked up 2 Chinese eggplant. They're really pretty. And then I picked up this is a melon of some sort. I don't know what kind of melon it is, but it's for my mom. I kind of wanted to pick it up for her. It's like they said what it was, but you can put it in salads and stuff. And then I picked up for my mom also. I picked up 3 tomatoes, but these 2 are for my mom. These are actually really pretty.
Yeah.
Very pretty. I got it a little bit larger for my house. I picked up some strawberries, and they actually are really good condition. So I picked up some strawberries. Michelle said she wanted strawberries. So I picked up strawberries, tomatoes, pears, peaches, a melon of some sort, which I gotta look it up, 2 eggplant, 2 varieties of nectarines. So these are white nectarines. And in here I got the yellow nectarines. I'll let them out in a minute. Yellow nectarines. I like those. My mom likes white ones. So they're on the large side, I could say. But these are the yellow ones. I got a bunch of yellow ones, and I got a bunch of little apples. They're supposed to taste like Red Delicious. They're supposed to taste like a red apple, even though they're a green color. Really pretty.
Mommy, I can see my hand.
Oh my goodness.
I'm scraping it off with my finger.
And the last thing I picked up, I want to show you guys, is I picked up some green beans. And I will show you how I will,
Green beans!
green beans.
They're not green beans.
These are green beans. So I got a whole bag of green beans. I'm actually going to put them in my food saver, so I'll show you guys a video on how I'm going to prep them for my food saver. So Doug's going to eat the pears and the peaches, because I don't eat either. And the pears they're too ripe for me. And Michelle's done with shaving cream, it looks like. My mom got a melon, 2 tomatoes, and some white nectarines. She'll go and buy and pick these up. If she wants some green beans, I'll give her some green beans. If she wants the eggplant, I'll give her some eggplant. If she wants a peach or a pear, I'll give her some. If she wants some strawberries, I'll give her some of her. But we share the ideals of produce. I was going to pick up corn, but I didn't like it. I was going to pick up some cucumber, didn't like it. Just trying to be different. And I'll prep my food the way I need to. And what I did for Michelle is I took an empty bin and I filled it with some toys, and I put 2 bottles of shaving cream over it, and she's been playing with it. I spent $20 on produce today. I spent a lot on pears, peaches, and nectarines. She didn't have any cucumbers, which I was really sad about, but I didn't buy strawberries last week, so I bought the strawberries. I got 2, 4, 5, 9 or 10 peaches and 5 pears. The lady gave one to Doug. The 2, we'll see if he actually eats this. This turned out to be 1 basket of strawberries, and this turned out to be a pound, which is $2 for the green beans. The melon was $1, and I got the tomatoes, so Michelle's ready to do her hands. Don't throw it around. She's having a 5-year-old moment. Here, go to your hands. Are you done?
Yep.
Okay, I'll clean that up in a minute. But that's how it is. Today's Thursday, so Doug took his lunch and go put this in the green basket.
Green beans.
She's asking for green beans. Your arm has got shaving cream all over it. Come here.
It's wrong.
Both your arms have shaving cream all over it. I'm gonna see if she'll eat a green bean. She is not really.
I didn't eat green bean for a long time.
We'll see if she eats it. Here, let me snap it. Don't eat it. So with these ones, you guys have to snap the ends of them.
Ah.
There you go. Let's see if she eats it. She doesn't really eat a lot of vegetables. I'm also going to talk to you guys about my starter. My sourdough starter is actually in process, so let me show you guys.
I like green beans.
Yeah, she's asking if the dog likes green beans. He does. This is a sourdough starter. Basically, you take a glass jar.
Yeah.
And put 2 cups.
Green beans.
It's a half a cup of, and 2 tablespoons, or 2 teaspoons. I think it's it's basically a quarter, it's basically on a scale, 1/4 cup and 1/4 cup of water, 4 ounces of water, 4 ounces of flour. You weigh it, but it comes out to like a half a cup and a couple tablespoons, 2 tablespoons. This is the starter, and it's supposed to have that film, that right there, and it shows me it's working. All-purpose flour does have its own yeast in it, so it's going to do this. Day 2, basically what I did was I took it out of this jar and put it into a different jar, and I don't think it's going to fit in this jar today. It might. I might be able to get all this in here. I might be able to just dump in with this one, but I do need to wash this jar before I add to it. I might just dump this in a bowl and add it to the jar, because this isn't quite big enough. It might be, actually. Then you let it ferment. Basically, you do the first day, you do 4 ounces and 4 ounces, mix, cover it with a thin cloth or cheesecloth, let it sit overnight for 24 hours in a place that's 70 to 75 degrees. Our house stays about 78, so it's kind of a little warm in the place. Then day 2, you feed it, which is you make same thing, half and half basically, and you take it from one jar to the next or add to it. Either way, it doesn't matter. And you feed it and you mix it in together, and then you cover it, let it sit for 24 hours. Day 3, you do the same things. And day 3, I had liquid. If you have liquid, you can get rid of it. Either way, it doesn't matter. Then you feed it again for day 3. And today is day 4. So, day 4, 1, 2, this is day 3. So today's day 4. I'm going to feed it again. I'm going to do a half a cup. I'm going to do 4. I'll do my half and half. It's 1 to 1 portion basically. And I'll feed it. This liquid is just extra water. It does that. I will pour it off. I'll mix the other one in a plastic thing. You want to use plastic or glass. Don't use metal, because metal is gonna mess with it. Even use wood. So I'll pour the liquid off and leave me this portion down here, and I'll feed it again. And I'll mix it up really, 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 really good. Cover it and let it sit till tomorrow. And tomorrow's day 5. Day 5, you can either use it, or if it's not to the bubbliness you like, you feed it again and you put it up again. And day 6, you can use it. So this weekend, tomorrow's being Friday, I might use it tomorrow. I might use it Saturday evening. I don't know yet. I might even feed it Saturday and just do it again Sunday. You're feeding it. And basically, when you go to use a starter like this, let's say use 2 cups of sourdough starter. Well, you use 2 cups of this. And then you feed it. You continually feed it. So it's, and then it gets to a point of how full it is and use again. I enjoy making bread. I'm hoping my sourdough bread comes out, because I've never done this before. Michelle's playing with water now. She's painting. It's just one of those pages with paint and water. So that's how our life is here. I'm going to prep my green beans. I'm going to see what my mom wants. And I'm going to do my sourdough starter. Michelle has no idea what this is. She says it stinks, right?
What is that?
It's a sourdough starter. So I'm going to take the lid off so you guys can kind of see. I'm using rubber bands. And this is an old, thin pillowcase. And you want to use one thin layer. That way the air can get in. And I leave a little bit of a bubble so the gas has some place to go. And I've got extra, so I'm going to use rubber band it over. And Michelle's right here smelling it. So let's see. Michelle, what do you think?
Yeah.
No, it stinks. And it's gonna stink. It's what it's supposed to do. Can you put these back on the table, please?
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually get rid. She says it's gross. I don't think I don't think this jar is gonna hold it because I try to wash my jars. But I think I'm gonna be able to put it in here. I don't know. I don't like the crustiness of it in here. So
Big green got my hand.
but that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So I'll show you guys. Hold on a second here.
Okay.
Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is a glass bowl with a little girl. I don't know where she went. She's out there. I'm going to take my flour out of here. I'm going to grab my my teaspoon and make sure I get my vegan portions of it. You want to make sure it's flat on it, so... Okay, so here's I've done my 2 tablespoons. If you don't have a tablespoon, 3 teaspoons equal 1 tablespoon. So I've got a cup that I leave in my flour, which is a 1/4 cup. So I'm going to put this 1, because 2 1/4 cups equal 1/2 cup, so 2. And I pre-measured my water out. I'm wearing my Raider shirt because they play tomorrow. I got to support them between now and then. This is a little bit more than what I need, so. And it needs to be purified water. It cannot be non. What are you doing?
Soda.
You'll get that in a minute. Go. So, let me see my water settled. Right there at 4 ounces. And glass measuring cups are for liquid. Plastic ones, like the plastic, are meant for. Not. So here's the water going into the mixture. I got a plastic spoon right here. And I'm using my kids' plastic spoons, so they get a big one out. I'm just hand mixing it. And it really, it's all about... And it's going to be, sometimes it'll be soupy. It just depends on the temperature. And I think I need a little bit more water. When there's too much liquid, it separates, and that's what happened in the jar. And here we go. And I don't think all of it's gonna fit in here, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try to put everything in, plus the other jar in here too. And so I'm going to dump this off, the liquid off, as much as I can. Those are the good yeast, so I'm going to dump them in here and mix them, see if all will fit in here. I'm hoping it all does. Woo! It is all in here, and it's all bubbling at the top, so let's see if I can get it all. It's moving. If you guys could see that, I would recommend it, but it's got bubbles in it, so I'm trying to get all of it out. So I'm going to wash this out and get back to you guys. I washed the jar and it took a lot longer than I was expecting. It's also a little warm, so I'm going to take all of this and put it in here. I'm going to use one of my spatulas, and I don't have a lot of time left, but yeah, this is basically what I do for the starter. I'm following a friend of somebody I follow on YouTube, Going North, and she actually recently showed me this recipe. She shared it with everybody. So hey, there you go. There's the sourdough starter. Starting it here in Sacramento, California. It's going to be different than anybody else's because it is ours. So I'll keep you up to date. Bye guys.